First Records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, yeah. Tight shirts, what? Tight shirts, yeah. Tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day. My son wears tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. We're back, everybody. We're back. All right. This is all because of Jay Black. This is all, and he's still not here.
Unbelievable.
And he's late again. We started the whole show again. He said, everybody gather up.
Gather around, class.
How you late again? How did you lose again?
Because I wanted to make sure it was deleted on all platforms. I just wanted to go back.
Oh my God.
I need this. I'm going to use this as a lesson. I'm going to read before I do stuff. I'm going to take some time to process my thoughts before I click and do anything.
And make sure you read all the way to the end. Don't read and read like the first couple of sentences and think you got it. Read from top to bottom.
When those just joining us, we had to start the show all over again because Jay Black made
another live notification, but I just found out JB acted a fool. No, it was my bad. It was my bad, TP. It was my bad. I didn't read. It was such
all right. We can't even tell you what he did. He just made a faux pas.
I just made a faux pas. Yeah, I made a faux pas.
Not to be confused with what's the belly that you have?
He made a faux pas. A faux pas is what you're describing. He made
a faux pas is what I say. I have a faux pas, and the other thing, the mistake is a what?
It was what Jay Black.
A faux pas is what he did. A faux pas. Why are those words so close together? A faux pas and a faux pas.
How about I made a effed up?
Faux pas.
Effed up.
Group chat was dogging your ass.
Yeah, they killing me. I feel my phone vibrating like crazy. I feel it.
All right, we can't. I guess because somebody is at their employment. I guess. But it looks like.
So I guess that you can't do stuff like that. So either way, it didn't happen.
Yeah, Ashabu made a good point. The score is now 5-2. Ashabu said the score is now.
Thank you. For the founders, it's Finer Fridays anyway.
The score is now 5-2.
Yeah, he's good for sure. Hey, she showed me. I'm like, what is this? Like, did you read the cat? No, I just saw the image. Like, what? I'm good for that. I am good for not fully reading something. And yeah.
Well, he admitted a faux pas. A faux pas is what I have. A faux pas is a mistake. A faux pas is the mistake. A faux pas. A faux pas.
See, a faux pas. Like it never left.
Like it never happened. Like it never happened. But anyway, I told my kids I can always have another kid. But now I'm thinking maybe I need to have another kid. Maybe I need to because I need to keep this bloodline. Maybe I need to try for a boy. I said, and this is not for me. This is to keep the bloodline going. This is to keep the name going. Maybe I need to catch somebody, a 38-year-old, and be like, hey, and maybe is there a contract I can sign that I'm not paying child support? I'm going to be involved in the child's life. Like I can be involved. Like I'm going to be a father.
But Mike, your track record says you make girls. So
I know, but
I keep trying until you.
No, I roll the dice one more time. Just one more time. And I got to see how many boys she has. Is your family a bunch of boys at 55? You want to have another kid?
He ain't rolling no dice.
I don't know. I might have to do it for the family.
Be having me tired. They non-stop at 2 and 3 years old. You ain't built for that.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's a different life. There's no way
I don't know.
in this side of God's green earth that I would even consider having another kid.
Hyphenate their last name. That's what I said, but
The women has nothing to do with it, Lady Gamer said, Mike. That's all on
yeah,
you.
I know. Allegedly I got some gay sperm. Yeah, I do. I don't know. But maybe I'll try one more time. These days you can pick out
That's
a boy.
true too. You can pay for the doctor to have him pick that male sperm.
Maybe I can get a surrogate, yeah, but I want it to be my sperm. Can I add sperm to my sperm?
Yes, they have doctors now. I ain't gonna tell you how it works, but yeah, they can pick your which swimmer you want. You want the male swimmer, the female, or you could get the binary swimmer or the bi.
I don't want a binary swimmer. I don't want nothing binary. I don't want nothing.
You may have multiple. Could you imagine?
No.
You did all that. And then your boy came
binary.
out like Magic Johnson's son, and then it's like, well, what do you do? You Dwayne Wade's son? Like, I don't know.
It's Thankful Thursdays, and we're not.
Okay. And I don't have to go through any rituals, so it wouldn't happen. I don't have to go through any rituals.
Not the gay sperm. That's what they say, KT. You're born.
I do. Well, I create females. I do. I create women. I create ovaries. Yes. IVF, you definitely can.
Definitely can.
What if I could get somebody? Would they charge me? Can we just do it off of mutual?
IVF is very expensive.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
That's a very expensive process, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that gets fertilized, their egg, it doesn't mean it's going to take. So you do this process, and then it has to still get implanted. So it doesn't not necessarily mean that it's going to.
So I'm with my daughter. I have to either get all my daughters or one of my daughters to decide that she has to get her name hyphenated. I didn't know the checklist Monty had, but I wasn't surprised. Monty got a checklist of things. I was like, okay.
Monty is like a mini, like female version of you. She has a lot of your spunk and your energy. I wouldn't expect for her not to have a list.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And a strong list.
I'm going to have to talk to the twins. So I'm like, you got to keep your last name. You got to hyphenate it. You got to keep your last name. I need
my last name. I'm keeping my last name.
There you go. All right. So that was it. That was something that got into. I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's a reporter, a sports reporter named Diana Rossini, and she's an insider, right? She's an insider. She breaks the news. Like all this stuff, for those who don't know. Now, follow me, y'all. Even if you're not into sports, follow me because it's shady. Some shady shit going on. So she gives the breaking news, and she's been giving the breaking news about A.J. Brown being very unhappy with the Philadelphia Eagles and how A.J. Brown wants to go to the New England Patriots, right? So she was breaking the news. She said she had sources. Come to find out, one of her sources seems to allegedly be the head coach from the Patriots, Mike Vrabel. Vrabel? Very weird name, Vrabel. Not weird as in difficult, but Vrabel. It doesn't sound like anything. But anyway, he got caught having inappropriate affection for the same reporter who was breaking the news, and Page Six caught the photos of them at an extraordinary, expensive, adult-only resort, and they caught him on the top, and they caught him in a secluded area holding their hands, and both these bitches is married.
I about to say, is he married? If he ain't married,
both of them are married.
Again, others, yes, they are.
They both married.
Mike Vrabel. Let me see.
So they got the video. So everybody started jumping in on this. Everybody started. Here's a little something. His little report. A little lady just decided to say she was going to jump in there. She was going.
The wild part about these cheating rumors and allegations between Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel is what I uncovered from 10 years ago. Let me just catch you up really quick before I get into that. So Page Six had a spy that was lurking and surveying Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel, who were spotted together at an adults-only private resort in Arizona. Yes, both of them are married to other people, and that is part of what made this story so salacious for Page Six. Here's some more images of them on a rooftop, which Page Six reported this rooftop was only accessible from a two-person bungalow. But here's what I didn't know that came out over 10 years ago in 2015, I did not know that Diana Russini had formerly been accused of having an affair. Much less, I didn't know it was a GM of an NFL team's wife that was accusing her of this. This is a wild tweet to put out there. Let me just say, the wife later apologized for this, and also ESPN defended Diana. Both of them, Vrabel and Diana, have come out with statements essentially saying there was a group of people and there's nothing to see here.
Yeah, they said there's nothing to see here, but they got pictures of them holding hands. Let me tell you what my wife wouldn't be dealing with. I can say, you ain't see nothing. This bitch the media, some of the people in the media trying to Pam Bondi us right now. Don't worry about what you see. Don't worry about we see it. We know what it is. This is typical. There's some regular stuff. We know. Y'all ain't nothing but the couple that was on the Jumbotron at the concert that got caught. That's all y'all are right now. That's all y'all are.
Oh, that's a dude. Okay, yeah.
It's regular.
Oh, yeah, she's way regular dick.
And regular degular dude. You got to eat the Coldplay concert. You got the easy way out now, dog. Take your ego out of this. Just get the lawyer. Just lawyer up. That's that. She don't even want to go to court. She don't even want this to go to court. She gonna cut the check. Now, she's catching all the hell, right? So I want to say that she's catching all the hell. Some people,
women,
she's a celebrity. Yeah, I mean, you know.
No, use more respect for a woman. You expect a woman not to disrespect her marriage more than a man is. Yeah, but go ahead. That's why she's.
But this is why I would be a star on sports radio, because I would get to the nooks and cranny of what we're ignoring. It's the same organization that it always is when there's a scandal. The New England Patriots. It's always the Patriots with a scandal. The Deflategate, Spygate, your owner gets caught at a massage place that gets raided by the FBI. It's always you. Bill Belichick got when he was still a Patriot, got the ring cam photos of him waking up in a drunken stupor with no shirt on, looking for his car. Then later on, after he leaves New England, he's dating a 20-year-old or 21-year-old. It's always New England. It's always New England where this is happening. And don't tell me there ain't nothing to see here, because you ain't never seen.
Holding hands like that, that means you screwing each other by holding
Absolutely. Let y'all see me and Mo holding hands like that and see what y'all say.
And Jay Black.
I don't know about that.
Let Lady Q be holding somebody's hands like that and you see what you think.
Jay Black will burn the whole whatever they stand
everything down. Everything
down. Okay.
So they hold hands in like a little circle.
And they're sitting in a pool next to each other. And this is not the first allegation against her. Another wife from another team put out a tweet that she retracted and then had to apologize because the owner or general manager was like, bitch, if you don't take that shit down.
So they just got still shots. There's no real video for page 6. I see they got it.
Who needs video? What is you doing by yourselves up there?
And you can't get there unless you are a guest.
Absolutely.
You can't even cheat in peace nowadays.
They said they said allegedly it's around $25,000 a night to stay in this bitch.
So that ain't no regular degular.
This ain't the Days Inn, baby. This ain't no Michael Sean work. This is $25,000 a night. This ain't no Michael Sean work here. Back in the day.
That ain't the Comfort Inn.
This ain't the Comfort Inn. No. This is exclusive. They thought they was safe. They was giggling and laughing. NFL don't know what to do. Bitch, you're fired. You're fired.
They're going to spend this some way, and there's going to be some recourse for her. He may not have any recourse against him, but definitely
he just went to the Super Bowl. This is usual activity for the New England Patriots. They don't care. They've been cheating. You think they care that their husband is cheating on their wife? They've been cheating.
2004, when they cheated the Eagles out of
They cheated the Eagles.
And then
they cheated you know what?
They got a lot.
You know why they couldn't beat the Giants? Because they couldn't cheat on that. They can't cheat on a helmet catch. How you going? You can't plan against that.
David Tyree.
You can't plan against an incredible catch on the sidelines and during the Super Bowl the second time. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That was the curveball variable in that.
But now, and I'm gonna send this to you, Mo. Now people, because there are a lot of guys trying to play They're trying to fight for the women because for likes and views, not because they give a fuck. They're trying to do it for likes and views. I get the engagement. A lot of men are saying, well, now this is gonna disparage all the women who happen to be attractive, who are working in the media field, in the sports media field. And I get it. But if you're so concerned, this is to all you fucking fake ass men who are sitting there trying to act like you are pro women. If you really were pro women, why wouldn't you say what I just said? Why is it always this organization that is part of this underhandedness? It's always them. If a player had this type of history and it kept happening, y'all would want them out the league. This organization always has the slimy shit going on. Always has this stuff. To the point where the NFL rigged the game with the tuck rule. For those who don't know, I'm not going to bore you, but I'm going to tell you this. The tuck rule they used when Tom Brady fumbled, they used the tuck rule. They made a phone call. The officials gathered together and said the tuck rule. The tuck rule was enforced one time, once with the Patriots and never again afterwards.
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. So if you really want to get to it, let's focus on once again how Robert Kraft was found getting a massage in a massage parlor that was raided by the FBI. So it was under investigation. The FBI just didn't raid it. They found out a tip and 15 minutes later they raided it. No.
It's very strategically planned.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So if you but you won't do that because you're like, not messing with the Patriots, because Robert Kraft, there's something about Robert Kraft and his power. They keep telling me Jerry Jones is the most powerful owner. There's something about Robert Kraft and Tom Brady kissing his son on the mouth and all that other craziness that goes on with the New England Patriots that is nuts. But once again, bitch, you're fired, because as much as you spin it, you can't spin social media because they on fire right now.
Yeah, they're relentless. They're not letting this go. And she's going to take the most heat.
And sweetie, you got to be more careful. If you're going to get the scoop, you can't be out in the day. You can't be out in the pool. It's secluded. It's never secluded. Never. They're always watching. And the word was out. That's why Page 6 said that camera that they use, they can take pictures from hundreds of yards or maybe a mile away.
He's at another resort.
Exactly.
On the balcony, and all they need is a sightline view. That's all they need. Those pictures. That's it.
A sightline view. And you know why they wanted that sightline view? You know why? Because they knew it was going on. That's why they had somebody following you, because y'all was sloppy as hell and y'all got cocky. And why do people get caught cheating? Because they get sloppy and comfortable and they think it's all good. And now everybody got to pay. Everybody has to pay. So that's the shadiness right there. New England Patriots are ghetto. They always got some slick stuff going on. They always do.
But speaking of that white couple having troubles, one of our black love couples are back together.
Michelle and Obama? Oh, they back together? Oh,
Shut up, Michelle and Obama. They've been together. Remember Judge Mathis? We played this clip of Judge Mathis last year fighting for his wife.
Yeah.
Hey, Judge Mathis, how are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask.
I'm not good. Rather, it's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. See how many at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So he went on a crusade apologizing to his wife and saying he gonna fight to get her back. It's been go
ahead, Judge. Go get it.
Like he put it out there. I put it last. I need to make her a priority. He kept going on and on and on sharing that. And now I saw this yesterday. I was like, look at this. His wife, she dismissed the divorce stuff. They back together. And
look, them women ready to go ahead, Judge.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they back.
We kiss all the time, y'all.
Okay, so I have to ask, how are you guys doing?
I don't know. She don't look real happy.
The internet loves you two together. I mean, how
She don't look happy.
We're doing well. You know, I think what happens is sometimes in life, God has to break you down to lift you up and put you on another mission. You know, as a street kid, went to jail, came out. I was on a mission to help street youth, and I have.
So overall, he's happy. They're back together, Mike. They're back together.
Let me break that down, okay? Because you seen the look on her face. You seen the look on her face when he said we're good. She was like, that look right there is like, nah, you still on probation.
He cut a check.
You still on probation. He's still paying for that. He's still paying for interest in the VIP. Okay, trust and believe.
Well, Monty outside dyeing his hair. He still got gray in his beard. What's wrong? What you worried about dyeing hair?
There was some conditions
that
he had to adhere to in order for her to get back on that side. Okay,
of course.
It wasn't just the chasing that he did or the begging, baby, please just take me back. Forget the shows. Forget that. No, I'm here. Okay, it was a lot of conditions, and I'm pretty sure some required his signature in order for her to go and have the case and the motion that she put in for a divorce to be removed. This wasn't a separation. You know, I'm getting out the house, or you need to get out the house. This was a full-fledged filed. I need to get a divorce attorney, which costs money. She was serious about that.
And understand
no.
And understand when he's older than me, and in that generation, what you're not going to do is say you cheated on your wife. So he said I put her third. So he had to use his words very carefully, because what you're not going to do, is embarrass me in front of my old hen friends. And even though she looked good, she's very pretty, she looks good, but you're not going to embarrass me in front of my squad. You're gonna say you put me last. You're not gonna say you was banging somebody out. You're not gonna say you had a relationship outside the marriage. You're gonna say you just didn't make me a priority, even though everybody knows when you were going out with your friends and you were
partying with the best of them.
Yeah, when you was partying and getting it popping, we know you know there was some objections being placed inside other ovaries. So we know. So. Did you see the way she looked again?
Yes.
He still got work to do.
Come on with the black love. Like, she looked happy to me.
It is.
Let me look at
for 25 years.
Look at her face. Look at her face. You don't want to smile.
I'm on a mission to help black love.
Black love. He said he on a mission.
So is he out of the doghouse?
Is he out of the doghouse? Listen.
Is he out of the doghouse a little bit or something?
She asked her twice, is he out of the doghouse? She did giggle.
I'm assume that was a white lady who has that bitch. You white bitch, you don't understand how it goes down here. You white bitches be doing that shit. This sister right here don't be doing this. Motherfucker gonna run them pockets. Run them pockets. That's what he gonna do.
Listen.
Gonna run them pockets.
Hold on. Let's see her response. So he asked her twice, is he out of the doghouse? She just laughed. I didn't even catch that the first time.
That's for her to say, but I think so. But I'm not going to be arrogant enough and cocky enough to speak for her.
Okay. So how much longer until reconciliation between you two? What are we finally? Are we just?
We're standing here right now together.
Speaks for itself.
Good to see.
He answered the question without answering the question. He pivoted by running his mouth. I'm not going to be arrogant enough to answer that. Then let her answer the question. Let her answer the question, Lavender. Let her answer the question, Lavender, man. Even that's a nice color. I like that color.
Oh God!
But that's a celebratory color in my eyes. Lavender is we're back. She still got black on, but she still got black on. She still got black on.
And y'all didn't measure the right things. Okay, you didn't see how many times her lashes batted. Okay. You didn't pay attention to the body language. You didn't see the mouth, the tongue roll like. You didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Certain things that women do to let you know it ain't sweet like that. So don't let the smile and all of that fool you. You really have to pay attention to some physical cues there to understand. Yeah, he paying for that.
She threatened him. I believe this is just reckless speculation.
Yes,
I believe they've been together so long. There's no prenup. I believe that she was there from the grizzly, from the grind. And And I believe she came. She came and stepped to him and said, "Motherfucker, I'm taking my shit and I'm taking your shit, and you gonna get this shit together." Now, this may not even have happened, Judge Mathis. I'm just saying from a man who's been in situations. I'm not gonna get specific. It's been in situations. That woman right there did ride or die for you. She got fed up, and now she's checked you. And what's gonna happen is that I feel, and I wish you the best. I want you to straighten up, because sometimes a man could straighten up. But you are so knee deep in the way you act. I think you still think that you can do things on the side that you're not supposed to be doing.
He's reformed. You could tell he's nervous.
I don't know about reform, but more disciplined, intentionally disciplined is what he is. It ain't that it's not that it's not in him. He knows that if he activates his hoism again, it's gonna be over. He understands that. So he's very intentional about his words. He's very intentional posture. If you go back
and the lavender, I want a suit like that. I want a suit that color. Lavender, I like that.
Like that's a soft color. That's a non-confrontational color. That is the color of humble. I'm humbling myself.
Wait a second. Are you sure about that? Is that fact? Is that a humbling color? You sure, Mose?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Colors really exude energy.
Okay,
so
all right.
You understand, he doesn't have on a traditional power tie or power suit,
right,
to show that I'm in charge. No, she has on black, okay, and he has on a lighter color, a softer color, which is signifying a physical perception of I am in charge.
All right, so that black love is back together.
And don't forget the hoism. She activated hoism, because I got to get to that. Activating hoism. All right, go ahead.
So why I saw this debate online too. Why do some divorced people keep their husband's last name? So people were debating like why outside of Candy Burris, which is Candy Burris, I guess Todd or whatever. Like why are these chicks keeping what's the name? Kelly, Andrea Kelly. Like why she still got it? Nicole Murphy. Why do they keep these last names? People are trying to understand
because the last. Go ahead, they're gonna talk. Go ahead, let her talk.
It's like,
are you keeping last hyphenated name Tucker?
Yeah, because my little kids said Ace Tucker and Blaze Tucker,
right?
And then I got Riley Burris, so I still want them all to feel their mama is connected to them.
Cause I paid for this name in blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
Yeah, there you go. There
you go. That's the truth of this. She went the money.
Now you kept your last name. Tell me about that.
Those are my children's last name.
Who the hell is that?
My ex-husband is not known for Smith. You know what I'm saying? So it's not such a crazy thing. And
Social Security office, changing all your credit cards, and it just was simpler. And then, in terms of like for the school and the kids call, that Miss Raymond, it just goes together with what my children,
So Usher's ex-wife to me. So they all want to keep the names, and they saying it's for the kids. Mike, do you believe that?
I promise you, if them women had got pregnant by me, they would not keep Adorno. I promise you they wouldn't keep it. I promise you. I promise you. Let me tell you something. And I'm not saying this in a disparaging way. I understand there is money behind that last name. There is recognition behind that last name. There are doors that you can get in because of that last name. There are business deals that you can make happen because of that last name. I got nothing but love for Tory Hart. I would never, if I was Tory, take the heart off. You think the heart is a good reason of why she's got a big podcast that's going on with Urban One. You keep that last name. That one girl was the only one on us. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Andrea Kelly, R. Kelly.
Andrea Kelly, blood, sweat, and tears. If I was married to Janet Jackson, I would have taken her name. I would have taken her name if I married her. If I married a Knowles Solange, I'd take Knowles. I would be Michael Shaw Knowles. I would take her last name. What are we doing?
I mean, Knowles. I'll take Knowles.
I'll take Knowles right now.
Yeah, it happens, but you have to also realize, Jay Black, that it also becomes a part of their brand and their identity.
Exactly.
And you're talking about these women are in their 40s and up, and you're wanting them to recreate themselves because the name, there's power in the name. You're wanting them to say, forget all of the Social Security office and all of those things. Put that to the side because you got assistants that can really navigate.
Of course, you ain't doing that hands on.
They're not regular people, so they have.
But it is for the money, Mo. Just acknowledge that part.
It is a brand. It has nothing to do with wanting to stay attached to the man. And I'm not saying in all cases, but I think very much so when you're talking about those women in particular, that's a brand. And that's an opportunity for them to continue to make money and create wealth for themselves outside of being married.
Creating wealth.
I believe why Candy did it. I honestly, Auntie outside, I think there's always outliers. There are always exceptions. Candy don't need the last name. I think Candy was like, the kids do have the last name, and I want them not to feel like, their last name isn't as important as it, and you want to keep everybody's identity and shit like that. I totally believe Candy don't need nothing. But Nicole Murphy needs Murphy at the end of her name.
Andrea Kelly needs that.
Kelly at the end of her name.
The Neo wife, the Usher Tamika Raymond, whatever you want. They need that.
Matter of fact, if I was Raymond, I would change my last name to Usher's ex-wife. I would change my last name to Usher's ex-wife so that it could be clear, because sometimes Raymond might get lost in the sauce.
But when speaking about her, when people say Tamika Raymond, Usher Raymond's ex-wife, it's like it goes hand in hand. That's how they describe her. They don't just say, "Oh, Tamika Raymond is here to see you."
That's her identity.
Tamika Raymond, Usher Raymond's ex-wife is here to see you. So.
It's a lot to change the name, and that name you had for a minute. Rashida, first of all, y'all be at the court. Y'all be like, I can't wait. I never want him in my life again. I don't ever want to see you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't ever want to hear a word from you. But I want your last name. Yes, I do want your last name.
Your last name is Combs, right? Yeah, Sean.
The last name is Combs. Yeah, he is a despicable person. This man cheated on me. He embarrassed me in front. He embarrassed me in front of the world. He embarrassed me in front of everybody. But I want to keep the last name so everybody remembers that the same man that embarrassed me, I still have the last name. Hey, come on, stop.
Lady Q says if we got divorced, she's keeping my last name.
Oh, I mean, but that's because she gonna remind your ass that your ex-wife is out here. You doing that spiteful too, Lady Q. Don't play. Lady Q want everybody to know. You can go get married again. Lady Q like, yeah, I'm his wife.
I mean, but Lady Q is the brand. I mean, woke up inspired.
Well, I guess
I woke up inspired. I don't think about Jay Black. I think of Lady Q.
Because that's her business. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
I mean, yeah, it has everything to do with him. That is if it had nothing to do with him, she wouldn't keep the last name. If it had nothing to do with him, she wouldn't keep the last name.
My mama kept her last name.
Because she had kids and had the last name.
Yeah, keep everybody go with his kids.
No, I get it. I get it.
Valid reason though.
No, for average folks who aren't based on, doesn't mean you don't have a lot of money, but it's not based on fame and celebrity. I get it. I get why you would keep the last name for the kid, but we know the last name is being kept for other reasons. I don't know what the hell Nicole Murphy does. Murphy does, but
it's hers to keep if she chooses.
Yeah, and then same reason Tina Turner kept her last name, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. No, she kept the Turner name because back then she knew that Tina Turner was the brand, so she wasn't going to change her name to Tina Williams. Can you imagine the song come out, What Love Got to Do with It by Tina Williams? You wouldn't even sing the song the same. You wouldn't sing that shit the same. The Tina Turner story, that's a whole different thing. You already know I had 2 husbands and my last is Mitchell, born with. Okay, Auntie outside, we got you.
Wait, so she never took her husband's name? That's what she's saying?
Well, yeah, like that's, I mean,
disrespectful. I told y'all Auntie outside be disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. It is a choice. And if your partner accepts that and that's the deal between you two, who are we to say?
It's a lot to change your name. I had to go to the DMV 3 times. That's because Jay Black was gonna make you. He could have went 12 times. He would have made you.
And
you
like,
had to sleep over at the DMV.
yeah,
You would have had to.
Your situation is a little bit different because you know your husband's a little bit different.
No, she didn't even want to change her YouTube name. I remember I had an issue. You're not gonna change your YouTube name? Like,
you wanted her to change her
YouTube name.
What?
Yeah, I need all that to say Bush. Yeah, I need that.
This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like right here. You ain't gonna change. You ain't gonna change your YouTube name. He had 2 guns. You ain't gonna change the. If I had kids, I would keep the name. But when I got divorced, the Tina Turner came out of me, and I told them I just want my name back. If I'm not married, I should have my maiden name, father's last name. Yes, but if your ex-husband was LeBron James, you would have kept James.
You would have kept James. What's his name? Juanita. What's his wife's name? Whatever.
Juanita Jordan.
No, that's Juanita Jordan. What's LeBron's? I don't even know her last.
I forget.
Yeah, but they gonna keep that last. She ain't never changing that last name. You think Kobe Bryant? You think Vanessa Bryant will ever?
Well, that's different. They didn't get divorced, but that's different.
But she gonna keep that name.
Of course, it sounds great.
And why go back to her her maiden name. I mean that's different. When you are widowed, it's different than you getting a flat out, knock down, drag down, fight, divorce.
Come on, let me get dramatic with this because Lady Q wants you to feel the pain in this. It took me years to change it in the first place, and that's because he caught an attitude. Wanted me to have it so bad.
This is disrespectful.
So I'm keeping it. So now she's like, since you made me go through all that shit, see the spiteful shit. Since you made me go through all that shit, we get divorced. I'm keeping it.
I think that was very valid, and that was a very good rationale and explanation of why she would keep Bush.
Put up the ones that went back to their maiden name.
We don't remember them. We don't remember. How are we gonna look them up? We don't even know who they are. You think Usher Raymond's ex-wife would be this heavy in these social media streets and these reality shows that she would have changed the name to Jones or whatever her name was? I'm not changing my last name. If I got married, I'm born a Bush and I'm dying a Bush. All right.
You say that
that's
now.
A whole different.
That's a whole different.
Yeah.
It took too much.
I'm sure if you would have met Tupac Shakur, your last name would have been Shakur. I got a funny feeling.
Auntie outside Stacey Shakur. Like,
I tried to change.
It was too difficult.
It took more.
You can figure out how to. She can figure out how to put a cruise together. She can figure out how to put an event in a whole nother country. She can do all this stuff, promote these events. She can figure all this out. We can't figure out how to change her last name. F out of here, Stacey.
You have to remember for regular people like us, it does take a lot in order to change every aspect, like every aspect of your life to another name. It does.
And don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm gonna say this again. If I was in your situation, I would do the same. If I know that this benefits me, then I would keep the name. I would definitely keep the name. There's no way I would change it.
I think that's everybody. Like not everybody, but for the majority of the people, I think that's if something's benefiting you, why are you going to change it?
And let me tell you, I'm petty and spiteful because if I was married to Maya and that ain't even her last name, I would have changed my last name to Maya. I would have changed my last name to be her first name, Michael Sean Maya.
Michael Sean Maya.
That's what it would have been.
Forever.
Forever. Sometimes men don't understand because they don't have to change their name. It can be very challenging. ID wise, driver's license, social security. Let me tell you something, Ajibul. Let me tell you about challenges with you. You are the most organized person, the most event planner ever.
Talk about it.
You can plan anything. You can literally put things together that most people would say are impossible. If I gave you the okay and we had the financial status, you could get people with no passports to go to Brazil. Right here, you would get everybody's passport together. You would get their IDs together. It would be 30 of us that would get to Brazil because of Ashabu. So don't tell me about the obstacles about changing it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if I can do that. I ain't going to the Social Security. I ain't going online, but so many times. I'm not doing this, but so many times. There ain't no way. That is too much. That is too much struggle. Nobody. But don't call my husband Mr. Mitchell. Well,
I bet that's a tough one because people automatically think, you're married and your last name is Mitchell. So they're like, oh, how's Mr. Mitchell? And I'm pretty sure it sends him to another space.
So with that being said, when you said activate the whole ism, I'm going to play this clip, and I'm just going to play the clip, right? And there's an older woman speaking and giving advice. Then a man is going to come. Let me read this one. I couldn't renew my driver's license for the real ID. I had to bring my divorce degree. They wanted to know why my name changed. And you did it because it's possible. You did it because you were passionate about it.
Yes, you wanted to get it done. You got it done.
Y'all could work right there. Y'all could work 2 jobs and get a degree online, and y'all gonna tell me y'all can get a degree and raise a child, and y'all gonna tell me that this one is too.
If you want my divorce decree for me to, I got. Oh man, I can't do this.
Again, it costs money. It costs money.
Well, a divorce decree ain't costing that much money. Stop.
Changing your passport because of a name.
I know. It's so hard.
Anything a woman really wants, they are going to make happen.
Facts.
You really want to divorce me? If there's 12 obstacles in divorcing me, you will go through all 12 obstacles, and you'll do a 13th obstacle just to make sure. So stop, y'all.
I don't think I'm working a second job just to get my name changed on an ID.
Who is Stacey Oliver? That's what because that's why she's Stacey Mitchell. She tries to say her name ring bells, whatever.
No, I mean that's good. Hey, to each their own, auntie outside.
You disrespectful.
Stacey Mitchell experience. That's a brand.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of bell ringing in that house if you was telling me that. There'd be a lot of bells. Them bells would be ringing. Bing, 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 bing. There'd be a lot.
Juanita.
But I have been divorced for years. Shelly, I get it. So this woman is giving advice, right? She's talking, she's giving advice. And then a man jumps on afterwards. I'm not telling you what I agree with, what I don't agree with. This could be triggering. It's not really that bad. But the guy, he takes this and he goes with it like afterwards. Like he's got a whole different agenda on what he heard this woman say. So and she shares a little bit, and this is her advice that she gives, and then he'll jump on afterwards. So y'all get your
often say that, but I've been married 3 different times.
Why do you feel like you don't often share that?
Because it seems like, am I the problem? No, I'm just joking. But I would definitely tell anyone, especially my daughter, please have sex before you get married, and please live with them before you get married. Listen.
This is why they say don't turn her into a housewife, because this is what you get. She has a head full of gray hair, still talking about cocks. That's extraordinary. 3 marriages, 3 divorces, still doesn't think she's the problem. And then she has the nerve to spread her filth to her daughter and to the multitude online. It's Taliban time. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
Been married.
So that was his opinion.
Michael Sean.
He said, "This is why you can't turn hoes in the house of lies in 2026."
First of all, if that's what he got out of that small sound bite, he's not expanding his mind. Number one, I wanted to comment on how beautiful I thought her skin and her hair was.
We don't care.
Okay.
I'm not distracted by it.
Let's break the let's and I was distracted by his overbite, but who's talking?
Shady.
Shady.
Let's break down what you're saying, because if you've ever been to marriage and family therapy, most marriage and family therapists will tell you a big portion of their clients who come in, they have intimacy issues, and they talk about habits and struggles with cohabitating and finances. Those are the 3 big things that happen when you're talking about marriage breakdown.
All right, let me write these down. Cohabitating habits. Cohabitating habits.
When you join in, because before you join,
what was the other two? What were the other two? Finances. Finances. And what was the other one? What was the last one? What was the last one?
Intimacy.
Yes. So you're saying therapists will tell you that those are the things that somebody will tell you that they're
things
that they're struggling with. So if let's just say hypothetically, if she had 3 marriages, so you're telling me after 3 marriages she still hasn't figured out the cohabitating and the finances and intimacy, wouldn't that mean that she is the common denominator in these problems?
Not necessarily so. When you say common denominator, I would say yes, because then that goes to, I would ask what their characteristics were. What were the 3 things that attracted you to each one of these men? That's number 1. Okay. Because to find out what her sense of dating and what her sense of thinking that this is her person, what are you using to measure that? Then I would ask, okay, what are the things that were the breakdown in all 3 of your marriages? Because if you're really wanting to do some self-reflecting for the next person that you pick or the next person that you seek out to be your mate or your person, you need to find out what it is, what's the common link. Because sometimes it could be the person that you're going after is not the type of person that you should be aligning yourself with.
And them Dollar said her up and down game might have been trash. Yeah, she said have sex with them before. That is weird that the first thing out of her mouth was have sex with them before.
So think about it. Maybe intimacy, because we always say sex, right? But think about it. Maybe intimacy, if she is somebody who wants a lot of it, but she wants to pick people who that's not one of their strong suits, or they don't know what intimacy is, or they don't know what kind of intimacy that she's looking for that's going to fill whatever void she has, that can be problematic.
Yeah, and I think as much as I will give a point to the guy, I'm not defending either one. I'm just saying the fact that the first thing out your mouth was a dig game, right? And you in your late 50s and early 60s, it kind of paused it. It wasn't communication. It wasn't communication. It wasn't any type of connection. It was the dig game.
But intimacy can fall under the guise of not communicating, because if you don't communicate your needs, and she didn't say bad sex.
No, she said have sex. She said have sex.
So in that, does that not encompass also intimacy?
It does encompass intimacy, but she wasn't talking about the holding and the communication and the intimacy of sharing things. She wasn't talking about sharing your goals and sharing your struggles. She was talking about having some sex.
And Morris Chestnut just went viral for saying he opened up about why he doesn't agree to have sex when he first dates someone. So it's some people that disagree with having intimacy, having sex, and yeah, he went viral for this. I guess he's saying, no, if you go out with me, don't think we smashing. I'm not doing that.
Because we know the web that gets thrown on us when we have sex. And we know the power that comes with that and the responsibility that comes with that, even if you tell a person that it's not about that. See, when you get older, you realize the only power you have. Honestly, you lose all your power once you have sex, because the expectations change and you can't stop it. You can say over and over again that this wasn't about nothing. If a woman thinks it's about something, it's over. It's about something. And now you're going to be portrayed, no matter what the negotiations were beforehand, you're going to be portrayed as you was just trying to hit.
Well, Auntie Outside said, at this age, we fucking. That's what she just basically said. She said, at this age, that's what we doing. She said, we fucking.
The Auntie Outside is related to this chick,
I've
right
been
here.
married 3 different times.
Why do you feel like you don't often share that?
Because it seems like, am I the problem? No, I'm just joking. But I would definitely tell anyone, especially my daughter, please have sex before you get married, and please live with them before you get married. Listen.
I'm just saying, this is the advice she's giving. And I'm not mad. I think you should get to know each other. But I also understand what Morris Chestnut is saying. And guys look crazy when a guy, let me tell you what happens when a guy doesn't initiate sex early in a relationship. It is taken as if we're not attracted to you or something is wrong.
But that's just the dysfunction in the other person. And that's based on their experiences or what they're taught. So I don't necessarily think that. I think that that's on an individual basis, but that's what they're programmed to think. I have to do this in order to keep this person. I have to do this better than their last person that they were with in order to prove that I am different, or I am better, or I am the person for that person. So I think that that's a dysfunction in itself.
But it is a dysfunction, but it's a very popular dysfunction, because I'm gonna tell you what, if a man you're attracted to brings you to his home and y'all there late night, and y'all have great conversations, and you go over there to the point where you stay over till 2:00 in the morning and then you leave. If that happens 5 times, that's always my magic number, 5 times, you're either going to put him in the friend zone, or you're going to say he may not like vagina.
Oh.
If he brings you to his house 5 times, and y'all literally are on the couch chilling, having a few drinks or whatever, and he doesn't try anything, if he doesn't try, and because we have to initiate it. If we don't initiate it, and a lot of times it's not going to happen. And if we trying to take things slow, we're going to be put in the friend zone.
But what if the conversation that you've had prior to those 5 intimate encounters where you're with someone, what if the conversation has been, I would like to wait until I'm married, or I'm trying to practice celibacy, or whatever, I want to be a born again virgin, whatever terminology that they use to talk about, their boundaries in terms of new people and talking about sex. What?
I think he just popped down.
Yeah. So what do you think if they're just honoring the other person's boundaries?
Don't ask me what I think. Ask your women friends what y'all think. Because if a guy says I'm practicing celibacy, y'all be like, oh, well, I think a lot of women would be like, oh, that's your excuse for not wanting to have sex with me. Oh, that's what you gonna run that. Let me get this straight. You got 3 kids, Michael Sean. You got 3 kids, and now all of a sudden you Mr. Radio, Mr. Comedy. Now all of a sudden you practicing what? They're gonna be like, friend zone. It's been nice.
I don't think so. I think that if you get someone who's mature enough to understand boundaries, they're gonna respect your position. They're gonna respect your stance, and then also understand you've evolved. You're not the green bottle legend that you was back in the day. Okay. You've evolved into a better version of yourself. So I think that if you find the right woman, that she's going to respect that, and then she's going to try to curate that experience in that journey with you.
Bring Kamari up, because I know Kamari. He probably want to say something.
This intro. Where's this music?
It's Thursday time to get your finances together with the Finance Rebel. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping nothing.
And before, good morning, Kamari. Everybody, all the women in the chat, I want you to be honest. Don't try and be Miss. I'm gonna put this facade up here. If you are at a man's house and you spend late nights there, how many times can you go over there that he doesn't attempt to initiate any type of sex? How many times you gonna go over there before you start questioning if he likes you, or you just say, fuck this, I'm putting him in the friend zone? Especially y'all heifers over 40.
Oh my gosh.
Because y'all know what y'all want. Y'all know what y'all want. Y'all not playing. Y'all tell me all the time. I know what I want. I'm 40. I ain't playing them. with you. You ain't fucking with a 20-year-old. You think you fucking with one of these 20-year-old bitches? No, you're not. You fucking with a grown ass woman.
On the third visit, if you ain't
the type of experience you want, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a husband, a partner, something substantial, then maybe you're gonna date differently. And if you're just looking for somebody to be the here and now, the Mr. Right Now,
KT on there,
then maybe maybe then you be like, all right, you wasting my time because this is not what I'm here for.
Lake said, I would think he was gay. I'm glad for the honesty. Put KT on there. Put KT on there.
He said over 5. She needs over 5 now.
Hold on, KT, 3 times. I'm questioning if there's another. So yeah, 3 times. I'm glad I know that, because I've never visited. So at least I know.
Now you know what KT. All right, you got
I'm
3.
like 1.
Let me see how this go. I like
it.
Wow, look at that. Oh, that's a good fit.
What Rashida said, sex doesn't equate liking. That's lust.
I understand it, but I'm telling you, a man if a man does not initiate more than, if he spends time with you 5 times in a quiet place where everything's accessible, and he doesn't, you are going to be put in a friend zone. You're either going to be put in a friend zone, he don't want me, or he's gay.
And if you think that a man doesn't want you based on that, he's wanting to spend time with you, he's trying to get to know you, you're going out, and you end up in these situations where he's not trying to hump your leg, why would you say, oh yeah, you know what, friend zone, I don't think that he likes me? That's further from the truth. It seems like he's trying to get to know you a little bit better before he takes you to the next step.
And that's I respect
you to write the man off and go into this mindset of, because he didn't try to be all over you like that signifies that he's not into you.
So Kamar, I want you to get on this, because this is basically, let me see if I can make it into your world so you don't get in trouble in your marriage. That's like, what if a woman came over and she wanted to talk taxes, and she came over 5 times to talk taxes, but never said, hey, do my taxes? Would you, or the opposite? If a woman came over and she knows you're a tax expert, and y'all talk taxes 5 times, and you never offered to do her taxes.
But that's different.
No, but it's not. A man cannot be in a space with a woman 5 times and not try anything, and they actually know each other. They know that we're interested in each other without a woman thinking something. A woman's going to think what?
No Bible study.
Even Bible study.
What?
Even if y'all reading the Bible 5 times, you ain't kissed me.
I'm just here to study the word.
Think of us?
What'd you say?
Is that what you think of us? You think that we objectify y'all like that?
Yes. The people in the chat are telling me. They're being honest. Go ahead, put some more. Women, how many times are you going to be alone with a man that you're interested in?
Three was the number, Mike.
3 was the max.
That was the number.
Also ask them, is that based on experience and the mindset of, this is what the expectation is? I expect this because this is all that it's ever been. Okay. But just because a man comes from a different angle and say, no, like that's not on the top priority of my list right now. I don't care about that. I've knocked down females from the time I was in my 20s all the way up into my 40s, 50s. That is not what at the top of my list right now. It doesn't mean that they don't like you. It doesn't mean that they don't think that you're attractive.
But and everything you're saying is correct. I'm just telling you the real thought process. The reality is that you're going to start questioning, when is he going to try something? Because at the end of the day, a woman wants to know that he's attracted in that way. And if a man hits you with I'm really trying to take this slow, I've been hurt before, okay, you've been hurt before. Women are very impatient when it comes to men's feelings, when it comes to that.
Not all.
Not all. If I'm dropping hints and 3 times or more, he's not taking the hints, I'm thinking there's possibly another woman, or I've been friend zoned.
Bam.
And that's common sense.
Hey, no, it's not common sense. It's based on experience.
I want to know what the hints are.
On expectation.
Come on, so what's the hints?
If she comes down in a t-shirt, if she changes her clothes and comes down in a long t-shirt, and you still don't try nothing, let me explain to you something. We can talk all the philosophy we want. If a woman comes down in that long ass t-shirt and that long ass
shorts on, she
all
changed
with the booty shorts on.
on.
And you sit there and you still have a great intellectual, entertaining, energetic, and you have a conversation. Let me tell you, when you leave, she is questioning herself and questioning you.
Yes, she is, because of what? Because the expectation is you do this and this is the result. Okay, I didn't get the result that I expected to get. So what? So that means that he don't like me? He's not into me? No, we got to unlearn those behaviors.
Another day, another pre-recorded stream. No, we're live, homie. Hey, everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to Troll.
What is his name? Nico. All right, Nico, we live, Nico.
Hello, Mr. Harrison.
Auntie, she said,
she want to get it in. She's not playing games after a certain age.
Auntie, but see, the difference is I'm pretty sure Auntie can verbalize what she wants. She's not waiting for the other person to act. She's probably like,
she the type of, yo, what's up? What we gonna do? We effing or what? Like,
she come out naked. She come walking out naked. What we doing?
So what's good?
What
we doing? We not playing these games.
I'm here. You here? Why you got your clothes on?
4 AIs doing the podcast is diabolical.
I'm flattered, Mr. Harrison.
Some women are shocked when a man practices sexual control. And understand, and let's get back to the other point on why men also do that. That's how Mike does me, y'all. Friend zone.
Nikki.
You're a little too aggressive. You scare me. Like I think we'd be doing some wild shit and you might record us. I think, but this is another reason.
I don't.
Men feel in our experience that if we take it there, we know the relationship has changed and now we have skipped steps. So if you're trying to actually stay like, let's follow these steps, let's chill, let's get to know each other. If you slip up, you might be totally attracted to the person, but you know, if you slip up, the game is changed. The game is changed. No matter what comes out their mouth, everything's changed. Because now that they see you in a different way, they're like, okay, now we have now gone on to a higher level. And you're like, whoa, that's what I was trying to say. I didn't want to go to that higher level yet, because I don't know if I want to be in that higher level yet. Yes, we are questioning because we want to feel attractive.
But
So that's another angle.
That's also another, that's another thing that we have been programmed as women, and I'm just using it from a broader perspective. But that's a lot of times we are trained and conditioned to believe that if a man does not show that he wants to jump our bones, right, then that must mean that we're not attractive or we're less than, and that's not it.
Okay, Miss Therapist. We're gonna play this game, Miss Therapist. So how, if a man doesn't give you any physical attention, how do you know he is sexually attracted to you?
Again, going back.
I'm gonna write you a poem
again.
Now tell us, how do you figure out he's attracted to you? I just want to know.
There's other ways to verbalize without having sex that you think somebody's attractive.
Okay, well, tell me.
Oh, you want me to give you free game?
Yeah. No, this ain't no free game. Because if I don't attempt to kiss you, if I don't attempt to at least do a little patting and little touching and whatever, kissing and stuff, how do you know I'm attracted to you?
That's intimacy. That's not sex.
Okay, well, how do you know? If I don't do that, because I know if I do that, a man, for me, this man, if I do that, we're going. Ain't gonna be we not in the 12th grade. We going. So if I don't do that, if I don't give you a long kiss, or I don't hold you and we kissing a little bit, pecking and kissing on the cheek and kissing on the neck and all that, if I don't do any of that, if there's no physical contact like that, how do you find out if a man's attracted to you?
What did Nia Long say? Stimulate my mind.
Come on, Mo, be for real, Mo. Come on, be serious.
Black, relax. There are other ways that there's, and again, not every woman, okay, but there are other ways that you could physically engage with someone without having sex to say, oh yeah, I'm attracted to you.
I was not answering the question.
Just going.
Donald Trump today.
No, okay.
Michael Jackson movie's coming out April 24th.
Mike answered his own question, because he said, "Oh, if I'm kissing, if I'm touching, if I'm caressing, those are things that let you know."
But what I'm saying, if I don't do that, because I'm not going to trust myself. If I do that, we're going. Once I get to that, have you seen these lips? These lips do work. Let me tell you something. If I get to kissing.
But that
once again, it's on.
You're answering your own question, Mike.
But you're not answering mine.
Okay,
you're not answering.
So let me go back. You kissing me, caressing my face,
but
all of those things allow me to know that you are into me and you are attracted to me like that.
But Mo, I'm saying if I don't do that, because I'm not going to do that, because I know that's going to open the door. So if I don't do that, how else will you know that I'm attracted? Or that a man's attracted? Take me out. If he doesn't do that.
So outside of that, what are your verbal cues to allow somebody to know that you find them attractive? Compliments.
All right. So I can just compliment.
Laughing at you more at this point. You're like,
I just validated what you were saying. Really the kissing, the caressing before you even get to that level of intimacy. That would allow me or any other woman to say, okay, he finds me attractive. But if you're taking that off the table, then it's going to have to be some verbal. It's going to have to be some verbal exchange. Other than that, how would anybody know? If there's no verbal, if there's no physical, how would somebody know that you find them attractive?
All right, so Ashabu said, I'm going to answer the question, damn it. The fact that he's talking to me and asked me out and is calling me shows some attraction. Why would he be doing that if he didn't find me attractive? Okay, Asha, so I did that. Now we have spent more than 5 nights together. I ain't sleep over, but we done spent the whole night chitting and chatting, and I have yes to reach over and kiss you on your mouth. Are you going to be like, well, what?
Spending time showing that they're in tune.
I think I did talk about that earlier about conversations, things that you talk about in between. I want to know what happened in between date number 1 and date number 5. If you just sitting there like bumps on the log watching TV, there's no conversation. Your foot didn't actually rub up against the other person's foot. If there's none of that, then I would say, okay, maybe there's no connection. We're not aligned. There's nothing, here, this looking like it would gel us together. That's different. But there has to be some in between
mind games. That's what LaShawn
says. There has to be some level of stimulation. And it doesn't have to be sex.
So, okay, stimulate my mind and the rest will follow. No, it's not going to follow because we're not taking it there yet. So you're going to chill with what's going to follow because I'm waiting a few months.
Talking about your response, not hers.
Yeah, but I'm letting you know the rest will follow. Okay, if that follow happens to do with us taking our clothes off, that's going to be a while. And LaShawn, you're going to get upset and you're going to start calling your other friends. You're like, it ain't worth the time. I think Mike's scared. That's another thing. Mike's scared. Mike's scared to hit this. I think Mike's scared. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you kiss the girl? Because I don't want to get that started.
So that's
I don't want to get that started.
That's a you thing. That's your level of, you just said self-control. That's the you thing.
Evergreen said, well, I do this thing. It's called asking questions.
Verbal.
And that's cute because she might say it. She might ask me the question, and I'm gonna be like, "Nah, I'm chilling. I ain't trying to be physical right now."
What up, Trey?
First of all, y'all women know it sounds crazy when a man says this. Now, I'm not gonna say every woman. I'm gonna say there's a lot of women in this chat that know it sounds crazy when a man says, "I want to take this slow. I ain't trying to rush this. I'm really trying to get to know you." And then he comes over for the 5th time. "I want to take this slow. I'm really trying to get to know you." And y'all been on dates. Y'all don't went to dinner. Y'all don't went to movies. Y'all don't went to concerts. And then the 6th time he goes, "I'm gonna take this slow. I want to really get to." Y'all gonna be like, no.
So if you say that I'm going to take this slow, that opens up a portal for conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm inquisitive. I'm going to ask questions because, I like to understand the underlying reasons why people do what they do. So I'm going to ask questions because to respect somebody's boundaries, the best thing that you can do is try to gain an understanding of the why.
And that portal can also open up the answer of, well, this is nice and I respect it, but I have needs.
Right.
And I, my friend, am going to, you either going to have to step up and pipe it up, or I have other things to do. And that's, but if a man says that to a woman, that's a normal conversation. A woman like, well, then go ahead. But if you say that to a man's like, well, damn, I was just trying to really get to know you. I don't think a man saying that is crazy. It's what he wants to do. I understand.
She like, just ask her. Just let me know. If that's what you try and do, just let me know. I'll let you know. I'm like, all right, Tosh. I like the maturity there.
Saying that is out of the norm. And that probably would make a female who's not used to that or who doesn't understand that. I think that would make her feel uncomfortable. But uncomfortable, maybe you need to get uncomfortable. Because maybe what you've been doing and what you've been accepting ain't it.
Mike, a lot of women don't find that crazy. It shows you really want to get to know them and not just my panties. Well, Ashabu, I believe that you would take it that way, and I believe that if a man did that, you would find that super attractive, and I think you would be even turned on even more. And when it finally did happen, it would be an explosion. And I actually believe you. I totally believe you. Yeah, what a gentleman is that? Where is he? Okay, Legs.
So she ain't found them people out there that you're talking about.
All right, the rest will follow, Mike. I emailed this young lady. Who is Studio 501?
That's Craig. That's Craig.
Craig. Oh, Craig got a story to tell. We ain't heard from Craig. I emailed this young lady and she didn't respond. Take the young out. So I emailed a second time. If at first you don't succeed, email her again. And she responded. She had to meet me. Okay, all right. I don't know. I just think you wanted us to know that you were persistent. All right, you got to respect the boundaries. All right, Kamari.
Where you're coming from? I agree.
Can you file my extension, or do I have to send you something? Can you file the extension? Just
sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
What date is it?
Because I ain't nowhere close. 15. I ain't nowhere close. First question I will ask and have asked: why are you dating? Are you dating for marriage or just to have a good time? Now I want to ask. Okay, so I'll be right to this. What if a person says they're not getting married again? Does that mean they're just out for a good time, or maybe they just want a partner?
No, it could mean they want a partner. And I would ask, what happened in your marriage that made you feel like you wouldn't want to ever do it again, even if you found the right person that you want to spend the rest of your life with? But those are mature questions, like, because we don't want to hear, we often like to date and we don't want to touch on the real stuff, and we wait until we get there and we start asking those questions. It's like, whoa, maybe I should have asked those questions in the beginning. I like transparency.
All right. Well, Kamari, because we always get you on here and then we don't get to what you're.
We never get to any tax stuff.
We get to expert. This is the Super Bowl. This is what it all the work all year long, all the preparation, all the training camps, and all the 7-on-7s and the going to the gym has led up to the Super Bowl. What is it that has got you so frustrated right now when you hit the Super Bowl? When the clients come in, what is your frustration? What is your highest frustration? What is it? Give me like 1 or 2 things that just pisses you off, that makes you take your hat off and grab a drink.
Paying for a trip to Disney.
Oh, what?
Nobody's paying for a trip to Disney.
What do you mean nobody's paying for a trip to Disney? What does that mean?
The Super Bowl, somebody's going to Disney. I don't get to go to Disney.
Come on, what is your frustration? What is your frustration? What are the things that frustrate you?
I am super frustrated.
Over what?
Before we go into that, I want to ask the people a question.
Here it goes.
For a favor. I need everybody to share, like, subscribe to the channel, please.
Yes.
Every time you see a new post coming up, please watch it, please like it, please share it. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you.
Frustrated. Oh, man. I got real estate investors and business owners who don't have any documentation.
Shit.
I got my people who love to send me stuff on social media. It's all bullshit, but a lot of times it's out of context. It's super frustrating, but all of my tax friends are getting hit with that. So it's just rough. It's just rough.
So those got you frustrated. This is not me, but you've said this before, and I want to reiterate this, and I thought it was interesting. If you are meeting your mistress and you talk about your business and she gives you business advice before the legs go up, can you write that off? Can you write the expense? Can you write the dinner off? Can you write maybe the movie off? Can you write the hotel stay off? Can you write that off?
Sir, first of all, I ain't got no mistress.
I didn't say you did. I said your clients did.
Probably if I did.
Okay, I said your clients. I didn't say you. I said your clients.
If I had a client and we went on a business trip together and it was legitimately business, yes, you could write it off.
Okay, and I didn't include you. Stop including yourself. I said if the client, nothing had to do with you. No, I said I'm saying if the client said I meant to meet my side chick, my mistress, my whatever. He or she can write that off. So Dana, what's her name? Diana, what was
Rosini?
I forget her name. The reporter who went to, what was it, Mo? Rossini. I think yes, Rossini, not Rossellini. Rossini. If she was interviewing the Patriot head coach and she got inside information, even though they wound up allegedly hooking up, she can write that off, and that's an expense because it says it was $25,000 a night where they were staying at, and that would be a huge write-off, correct?
Potentially, but there is a thing called luxury tax. And so the IRS looks at 2 things. Is it ordinary? Is it necessary? So is it ordinary for your industry? Is it necessary for your business? Those are the two sayings you'll always hear from the IRS. And so just because you spend it doesn't necessarily mean it's a legitimate write-off. One thing that gets my goat on social media, people say, oh, you can write this off, you can write that off. But they never talk about if you get audited, can you defend against that expense? But in your scenario, Mike, if you went out, if my client went out, and they went on a travel, they had lodging, they could write it off. But there are some caveats.
I'll give you another one. At the job that I started at the radio station, it's and I'm not complaining. I'm just putting this out there. I'm not in no way am I complaining. But it's definitely not a lot of money that I'm getting paid. But I'm not complaining because that's not the point of this. Would it be better for me to add dependents and do what Jay Black does and add like 12 dependents, then halfway through bring it down to 2, allegedly?
No, I hate that. I call that exemption swapping. So you get a lot of people who want to reduce their paycheck because they got a bill, increase their paycheck because they got a bill. They don't want to pay as much in taxes. And I get it. Like what happens is I see people will file 20 exemptions. They won't have any taxes taken out. They'll forget. And then at the end of the year, they owe $1 trillion. And then they're pissed off at me because they owe money because they didn't pay all year long. So
well, I didn't put any exemptions. I didn't put any.
Okay.
So it's just 0, right? Or do you include yourself as one? Do you put you as one, or do you put 0?
That's a good question. Tell people to do 0 and single. That's usually
0 and single. That's exactly what I put. I put 0 and single. So they're gonna take more out of the little bit of money that I'm making now. Yes. But I won't owe. Would I be able to get any back at the end next year?
Maybe. It depends. It's a strong possibility.
Okay, that would be nice.
What about when you pay too much? Like when you overpay the government?
That's when you get a refund.
But what if what you're paying every month or what's being taken out every month is more than what you should, and you still would get a refund at the end of the year? But what if they're taking too much out, or you're allowing them to take too much out?
You'll get a refund, typically.
I actually did get a refund like that before.
Out though, would the refund balance out versus if you did it the other way, had them take out a little bit less throughout the year?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. If you get a refund, you get a refund for 2 reasons. Mm-hmm. 1, you've overpaid throughout the year. 2 is because you were eligible for some kind of credit. You know, people always talk about getting $10,000, $20,000, but usually they got a bunch of kids and things like that. Usually, not always. The question is, if you get a refund, are you okay with the government holding your money all year long, interest free? And then so I don't like that. But there's a big but here. Most people are not savers. I'll say it again. Most people don't save. They love to spend every red cent and nickel they get. So then if you do that, let's say you the exemption game, when it comes time to be at the end of the year, you don't have any money to pay the tax bill. And then you're all kind of stressed and you're all kind of nervous and you're all kind of out of wits and out of sorts, all kinds of anxious.
Or angry.
So,
if I did help open up, if I want to help some kids in Africa, can I write that off in the US? Like legit.
All right, Jay, before
when Trent said it,
that's
a legit question. Go ahead.
Okay. Roll call. Have you paid yourself this week, sir?
Yes, I did. As soon as you said the last stop and break, I said, I'm going to go do it right then. When you
want to need proof. We want to need proof.
No, I did.
Like you made cousin Ash show you her belly on
easy.
On
Lady Q, by the way, let's order some more stuff. I messed that up.
That's nasty work right there.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want to talk about that no more. But no, if you do something outside of the US, is that can I write that off? Like, I think that's a legit question.
So let's say you and Mike and Mo go fly to, not Dubai, I don't want to send y'all to the Middle East. Y'all go to Mexico. Y'all do a live recording.
Good day, Tosh.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can write that off.
No, me helping the school too. Like I can write that off. Okay, so if I want to help the kids in Africa.
You can, but that falls into charity. A lot of times, it's a little bit more nuanced to that. It's a little bit more nuanced there.
Okay.
In this conversation, yes, it's possible for you to write that off.
Real quick, and I don't know Mo, because then I want to answer a question that Auntie outside had. If I open a charity and I go through the steps to open a charity, and I start giving money to the people who are watching the show, is that going to be, let's say I wind up giving $1,200 for the year. I wind up donating to my charity, which is I'm just giving to people to pay their bills. What type of effect would that have? Would I get a tax write-off for that? How would that benefit me financially during the tax season? Or would it at all?
You got to have money to pay into your charity.
Okay.
Money to set it up. And so then, yes, potentially that $1,200 that you gave away could be a write-off against you, potentially. Again, it's a little bit more nuanced.
But when you say nuanced, is it likely?
For most people, no.
Oh shit! So why would I do the charity then? If I'm not
No, we want to get back to the people. The
I'm sorry, my bad.
The people have been supporting Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. We gonna figure it out.
So it's really gonna come from my heart because I'm not going. It's not gonna benefit me. And if I have what is the difference? Having a charity or a foundation? Is there a difference?
There are two different classifications on the tax code, but they're very similar. Very similar.
But I still wouldn't really get a benefit. Like I wouldn't benefit any.
So the benefits would be for those who are like super duper duper rich. That's where the benefit would come in.
Oh, so it won't happen for a while.
If you're just working your high paying job every day, money, no, it's not really going to help you.
So it's going to. So how much? What if I gave out $50,000 a year in bills, and I paid $50,000 out and paying people's bills? And would I need to know their social security numbers and all that other stuff? What would I need to know information from them? Or can I just, because how do I prove that I gave out the 50,000?
You have them sign receipts and things like that. The question is, would it help you?
Yeah.
Maybe, but maybe not.
$50,000?
It's not about the $50,000. It's about how are you set up and do you have $50,000 to even give out?
No, but if I actually did it, if I actually gave it out, like if as soon as it came in, let's say the money was coming in, and we were picking people once a week, and we twice a week, and we would it was coming in and going out. We were paying $1,200 rents and $2,500 mortgages, and we were just paying it out. You're saying I still?
So let's say you make $1 million a year. In that scenario, yes, it would help you.
So I have to crack $1 million.
Well.
He's saying, yes. Are you saying just to to see the tax break benefit?
Yes.
So I have to have the $1 million in the stash first and prove that I have the $1 million in the stash, and I have
it's not stash, right? It's income. So stash and income are two different things.
I write off my tithes and the charitable contributions that I give to the whosoever gospel mission in Germantown. I've been donating to them for years. They do provide receipts.
And there's a difference between not-for-profit organizations and non-profit organizations. Be clear.
It is, but it all gets mixed up. All
right, so Auntie outside had a question. She said, is my goal marriage? Yeah. My goal is marriage at the end of the day.
You get a better tax break when you're married.
Well, I wasn't doing it for that, but since you brought it up, that's a good look.
You want to save money? Go get married.
Go get married. So, Mike, your goal is marriage. Yes, my goal is I would like to do the whole marriage thing. I'm not doing a wedding. We're just gonna go somewhere and we're just gonna get married and marry it up and do. But yeah.
So yet another nuptial of one of my good friends, family members that I can't even go to.
Why wouldn't you be able to go to? No, we can all go.
It sound like what Jay Black did. You was like, I'm not having a wedding.
Oh, but I'm not going to be. Yeah, I'm not going to be as diabolical as Jay. I'm going to invite y'all, and y'all going to be on the beach, and y'all going to be there. I'm not going.
Are you going to settle though, Mike? If your goal is marriage, but you can't find, are you just going to settle and not be married, or are you going to keep fighting for marriage?
No, that's not the plan. The plan ain't to settle. Because I'm not in settling shape right now. I don't need to settle right now. I'm not in settling shape. I think you got to be honest with yourself when you're in settling shape. I'm in good shape.
Oh, you mean like in physical, like you feel like
I'm still fucking adorable right now. So yeah, I'm not settling.
Like me. He's not bald like me.
I'm not settling right now. Like no.
He said that he's still in great performance shape.
Yes.
How much more time you got? Because when you hit 60, I don't know, it start to change. You closer to 100.
I don't think so. I mean, if y'all watch that show, the age show where people are dating and don't know the person's age.
Yes, age
Jorge at 60 years old did not look like 60 years old.
Kamari, do nonprofits have to report earnings to the IRS? That's a trendsetter question. That's an excellent question.
Yes, they do.
And I'm not settling yet. Yes, they do, trendsetter. So stop hiding shit. Yes, they do. So put it out in the open and stop putting it in the stash. You are forever adorable. Yeah, but it could be adorable in a different way. But thank you. I appreciate that, Auntie outside.
Mike, no one wants to grow old and alone, Leg said. She wants.
Now, I'm not scared of the growing old and alone. I think it would be more fun to take walks with somebody and we go put our sweatsuits on and we go do our little walk and we, do a little jogging and you know what I'm saying? And still go to Dave and Buster's and not bust your ass in a basketball game, which I've been known to do and stuff like that. And, and I think that would be more fun. I don't think it growing old. I'm not scared. We can listen. I would like to get married, but if we live in separate homes and we have a whole thing going on, I would be cool with that too. Cause you're going to be spending the night. I'm going to be spending the night. So you can have a foundation to help single moms $40 to $100 at a time for nighttime consultations. Well, I don't know about that. I think that sounds like you just trying to
do that too.
Trying to pipe them up.
They work out.
There are people who actually do live in separate homes and they have a intimate partnership, and it works for them, especially people who are more seasoned in age. But from a tax perspective, how does that work?
A tax perspective.
How does that work? If you spend time if you have a partnership with someone, an intimate partnership, and you have your house and they have their house, how does that work when it comes to filing taxes? Partnership.
Kamari, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I do. By the legal definition of the government of the United States of America, are they married?
No.
Then it has no tax ramifications.
Okay.
None. And listen, I'm gonna say some old school shit right now. So y'all get ready, cause I'm gonna say some shit that, and y'all.
Let me hear you, young blood. Let me hear you.
Yeah, there's some old school shit that I'm gonna say. If and I know there's a lot of holes in what I'm about to say. There's a lot of holes. You don't really fuck with me like that if you ain't willing to marry me. If you ain't listen, and I know there are holes in that, and I know there are tons of relationships that are true blue relationships and everything like that, and I know, and I'm not denying that. But in Michael Sean's little brain, if you ain't willing, if your mind doesn't say I want to be his wife, I don't believe you fucking with me like that. The way I need to be fucked with. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good that's a good perception and boundary to have for yourself.
And are you dating now, Mike? Yeah, I would say yes. Now I don't have proof, but I'm in the game.
I would say yes. But I mean, you're entertaining if someone.
Yeah, no, you know what? Let me take it back. I'll just say yes. Because technically, I just lied. I just lied. Yeah.
And there's different levels of dating. There's dating casually to get to know people, and then there's dating exclusively because I really want to get to know you more.
Exclusive dating.
And I want to focus on getting to know you.
Yes.
Are you exclusively dated? Ooh, I guess I ain't gonna ask him that question.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say I haven't been, but I'm not.
So he may be casually dating, and that's not a bad thing because you want to get to know people. See if they align with some of the things that you like to do.
If it
offends it doesn't lock you into putting all your eggs in one basket.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right, KT, Ashabu, y'all still got a chance if y'all want it. Anybody but Nikki.
First of all, don't even say it like that because that's the cockiest shit ever. That is so.
Well, man, but I'm the prize, Negro. You gotta court me.
Everybody got a chance.
I'm the business owner. I'm the business owner, the party planner, and all this stuff. KT, like I do this, I do that.
Okay, go back to Trendsetter's question.
Trendsetter, back up the trendsetter.
Wait! Before we do that, go back to what the one before that. What was a hose? Where were the hose? Never turn a hose.
Let's see.
Yeah, and then we'll get ready. Never turn hoes into housewives. How your housewife can role play and be the hoish hoe you want. I got hoes in different area codes. What the fuck? Yo, this is what we on today. This is how we starting our morning off. Yeah, I'll give you the explanation for that because we played a clip where a man was upset that an older woman was still talking about the dick game and talking about why before you get married, you need to find out about the dick game, and then you need to find out how it feels to live with him. And somebody criticized that. But I will go further into that real quick. This whole concept, the reason I put it up there and I didn't get into it because I got distracted because I'm not a good host when it comes like that. I have short attention span. Can you now turn a hoe into a housewife? In 2026, if you're 55 like I am, and some woman had a hoe streak going on from the age of 30 to like 37 years old and was running them streets, I don't know if I can hold that against her. And I don't think I'd be saying I can't turn her into a housewife. So Monty was on to something.
So Monty came on the show and said, yo, I know he dating. I know he is. I heard the way he said, what's up, big head? Or whatever she said. Said
I didn't call anybody big head.
She's like, that's the code words for her. She was on to you.
First of all, I said girl. She said he called her girl. I say girl all the time when I'm talking to Mo. Maybe that might be a little sus of me. I say girl, stop playing with that. Mike is so shy. 9 a.m. Mike said he's dating. I'm out here. I'm out here. That's what I'm saying. Come on. What if they are married via common law? What if they are married via common law? You've been shacked up for enough years and they're common law. Come on.
Yeah, and is it paperwork to that?
No, there's no paperwork to common law. Common law is just saying I've been married for X amount of years. It's usually governed by each state. So really there is no such thing as common law, but there is a thing as common law. It's one of those gray areas. But people can decide to file together and do it. I haven't seen a whole lot of IRS audits around it. So you can do it, but you got to be careful. Because if you are not committed to that person when you file together with them, their tax liability now becomes your tax liability.
Ouch.
And that's why taxes become a great sticking point.
Yeah, that's why Jay was filing separately for years. He was like, I ain't taking your debt on.
That Temple's still alone. I'm not paying for Temple. I didn't get my degree.
Kamari, you just made a very valid point because I said earlier about things that go wrong when you're talking about marriage and family therapy, and finances is a big point of contention.
Yep. That's why I've been lobbying for us to do a marriage or a relationship and money show, Mo. But they've been ignoring me.
When have you been lobbying for that
No,
shit?
he said it before. He didn't lobby. He just mentioned it once.
Yeah, lobby would be a consistent. hey, we need to do a finance and marriage show, and then the next time hey, by the way, do you remember when I said the finance and marriage show?
So this is already lobbying now. So everybody in the chat, do y'all want a marriage and relationship show?
Oh, finance and relationship show. Is that what you're saying? A finance and relationship show.
Man, whatever you want to call it.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal, and it causes a divide in relationships. Whether you're married, whether it's common law, finances is a big issue. If you cohabitating with somebody and you don't either know how to get their money or how it's being spent, and you have some type of divested interest in that, yeah, it could be a big point of contention.
It could be a big point. And I do have a question, but real quick to KT is talking about girl this, girl that. KT, keep playing with me, and I'm gonna come visit you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that'll be 3. And then on Thursday, I'm gonna be back over there. Since 3 times is your limit. 3 times without a man trying to do something is your limit. I'm gonna be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're gonna consummate the relationship on Thursday. Kamari, in an opinion, this is your opinion. If somebody just told you like, y'all can like the show. Y'all all on here. Nobody, I see one person that's like the show. Like the goddamn show. If y'all making comments, like the show. Like it. Hit the heart. Please, like it. Please. If I had to ask you, if a man is in a relationship with a woman and she makes 5 times what he makes, do you think in your mind that relationship will work out? Just off the top. You got to bet $100. It's going to work out or not work out. Would you say it would work out?
I hate this this question.
That's why I gave it to you, because if you liked it, you probably wouldn't have a good answer. You would probably just.
So normally no, because a lot of dudes are fragile and not secure. But in reality, I've seen it work. I know if that was my scenario, I would make it work. You just got to be secure with yourself and know that money does not define your manhood. even though society tries to tell us that.
Okay. Well, you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for Mo. Mo already said no, because Mo will tell us that it don't matter. But Mo, you already said no. If you had to decide, a woman makes 5 times with a comedian, radio personality, working at a high paying job during the week. Would it work or not work? Where you got $100 to bet on it?
Repeat that, because I need to make sure I got that correct.
Okay, let me just keep it simple. A man is in a relationship with a woman they just started. She makes 5 times what he makes. Do you think it will work?
So it depends on what that person wants. You know I'm a Virgo. You know I can't help it. I can't help it. I mean, I think that if a woman is financially stable like that, making 5 times more than with the person she just met, and she's still interested and still pursuing that, I think it has the capability of working.
See you, Renee and LaShawn. You already said no, so I'm going with that. All right. I had a ton of other clips we didn't get to. I got to be more structured tomorrow. Friday, I got to be more structured. I got
on the Friday show. You're gonna be more structured.
Yeah, I'll be more structured tomorrow. I got to get these. Yes, Kamari, money doesn't define your manhood. I def take care of my man. You would def take care of your man.
Oh, Leg says she take care of anybody that want to be her man. She gonna take care of you. She gonna buy you stuff.
Let me ask you a more important question. Would you stop taking care of your mate if something happened? What if they got sick? Because don't they say for better or for worse, for sickness?
Well, ask Nikki White Chocolate. Ask Nikki White Chocolate.
Yeah, like money cannot be the defining factor of your relationship.
Sorry, Nikki. Sorry. I'm already in trouble.
Go back to Rashida's question.
To be the defining factor, no, because money come and money go. It can't be the defining factor.
So Rashida, I'm assuming you want 3 financial books.
What's your top 3 books you recommend to read?
I'm assuming they're money books, financial books.
I don't know. It could be anything. Could be relationship. Could be anything.
Okay. Which way should I go, Jack? Money?
All right, just go, because I got to go to my high-paying job.
I would probably
The Psychology of Money is a book I recommend everybody read.
Psychology.
The Richest Man in Babylon is another book I recommend everybody read.
Okay.
And for my Black folks, I would.
He got books in his office.
I would recommend reading Black Fortunes, and that's the story of like the first 7 millionaires after slavery.
First 7 million. So the first one was Psychology of a Fortune, of Making a Fortune, of a Fortune.
The Psychology of Money.
Oh, The Psychology of Money. Fortune wasn't even in the title. So, The Psychology of Money. Then I will go with that, LaShawn. All right. If she makes 5 times more than me, then we are going to live the soft life together. Okay.
I don't know what that means. Rashida was saying, it was for money, Kamari. So you gave her 3 good ones for money.
Okay.
It's cool, Jay Black. It's absolutely the truth. No, because they was talking about Nikki got hurt and her dude left her when she had a car accident. So all that, when somebody getting hurt, that's why I said Nikki would tell you her boo thing that she thought she was gonna marry was like, yo, what? You in a wheelchair? You can't walk? You got to rehabilitate? Oh no, I'm out. Yeah, so people do dip out.
That's real.
Listen, I'm not. I believe what Nikki's saying. But we also do got to hear the other side. But I believe what Nikki was saying.
Oh, you trying to say it was already problems in a relationship before the accident?
I would say that could be a possibility, that there were problems.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I know people who walk away because they can't deal. It doesn't necessarily mean that the other person did something. That wasn't your person.
Well, because it's late in the show, so I got to go. But I will say this. I know, and Nikki, don't get mad for me saying this, but Nikki came to a comedy show with an individual. And I showed Nikki love, and Nikki showed me love, and I think the person who had, I don't even know if that was the same person. I think the person had a problem with that, and I can't be mad.
And that was before the accident when she was.
No, that was after the accident, but he was there.
No, we were talking about before.
No, this was after the accident. What didn't you hear I said?
No, but I'm saying, but she was saying her relationship was stronger before the accident. He flaked out afterwards. So before is when you can really find out when you testing someone afterwards. Yeah. Like
the test is going to be after the accident.
No, that's the test if you're going to stick around. But he already said he was out. He didn't want to be there after the accident.
I thought she said he left after the accident. That was
yes, he did leave after. But but I think what she was trying to get at was, because most said, "Would you stay afterward?" Either way, like Nikki's dude dipped out after the trials and tribulations kicked in. When they got challenging,
of the accident. And I'm saying I saw them after the accident, and I think he had the right to. He had a little attitude with the affection that was going back and forth. And I thought it was all good. Mike, it was the same person. Yes, it was after the accident.
So he was already on edge then at that point. Like, I'm barely sticking around. And you're gonna be showing love to this comedian bull?
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a problem. Because now you need me. You're supposed to shut everybody. Like, even nah.
And I think I may have lingered and kept my arm around her when we hugged. I think I may have. I
slid down the back. Now, let me end the show by saying, Ash Bash, if you're still rocking with us, my bad. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I like you, Ash. You cool. Lady Q, let's buy something else for her baby shower. Let's buy another gift. I feel I did something I shouldn't have did, and I just want to say, Ash, sincerely, I feel horrible. I really value you as a takeover legend. And you in our community. You are a friend to the room. You are someone that I feel like we good. Like, my bad. I screwed up, and I'm gonna make it up, and I'm gonna make it right. My bad. So is that good, Mo? Did I do good, Mo?
I think you did great. I think you did great.
Take that apology down, and I am very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you too. But I have a gripe. Why do I got to get punished, Cousin Ash, for some shit Jay Black did? Why would you leave? Why would you leave my community? I ain't do nothing.
Because
I ain't do nothing.
Can't be separated. That's why.
But then why I gotta catch a stray? I don't even know if I caught the stray. I just hope that she's watching. I don't even know if I caught the stray.
We'll see tomorrow.
Look, and I know there's a problem because LaChawn is the one taking the notes, and that's Cousin Ash's job. That's Cousin Ash's job to say it happened at 9:13.
Yes. Yeah. Oh wait, she's still there. Oh my God, I thought I lost.
I'm here listening to work, and I know you didn't do it on purpose. Okay, see, so Jay was nervous. All right, yeah. We see Jay almost fucked it up
that time.
No, I really respect her. I really do. Like, she's funny, she's cool, she's entertained. Like, she's all the things we like for support. Like that, I felt bad. And then to see her actual video, and so she's a little adorable. Oh, and then look at mommy to be, and like I'm connected now, Ash. We're forever. You, me, KT. It's certain ones, Mike, that.
Oh, you got favorites? I don't have favorites.
I got favorites. Yep. I got favorites.
How the fuck do you got favorites? And one of your favorites ain't gonna be Ashabu? One of your favorites ain't gonna be Jeanette? One of your favorites ain't gonna be Miss Parker?
Queen. You can say all that. Yeah, like I got history with a lot of people, but
and this is why we keep losing a subscriber. Okay, you can't have favorites.
I can't have favorites.
Love them all. You gotta say I love you all.
I love all y'all.
You got favorite kids.
Real, Jay.
I love all y'all.
Kids.
I don't have favorite kids. I don't have favorite. I
do
not
have a hierarchy.
No, I don't.
You know which one supersedes the other one.
No, not at all.
They're all not even.
I think Mike
they're all even.
Gonna wipe his behind when he gets older. Okay,
that's
the measure. As you get older, it's the measure. That's how you measure which one of the kids you love on a little bit more.
The new Jay Black in full effect. Thank you, Dim Dollars, for understanding and respecting my growth.
I think that's twice. I think this is twice he's going back and then had to apologize because they be fucking up. That's what happens when you.
Ash Bash is that's my people's. Like when you do something wrong to somebody, you should feel bad. Like you should. I'm acknowledging. Damn, that wasn't my intention. So now I put it on a different scale for me. Like, damn, you value her. So why would you do? Like, then I start talking to myself. Like, why wouldn't you read that? Lady Q been telling you for years. I realized I did it to myself, and if I put her in harm's way, I would feel horrible and dumbass nigga twice.
Yeah, just
keep apologizing.
That's
everything is deleted from all platforms. You can't find that anywhere. It don't exist. It's like Ed McMahon, the $1 million. Does it exist? Does it not? It doesn't exist.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have no favorites here, y'all. I love all y'all. I love all 665.
Nikki's a favorite. I got a lot. I can't have a lot of favorites.
No, I don't. Oh, you can. I just don't. I love Miss Parker.
I love Miss Parker
Auntie,
too. She
I love
can't be
Auntie
my favorite.
outside. I love Miss Clark. I love Cousin Ash.
I share water ices with Afro Queen. She can't be my favorite. Also,
I love Afro Queen. I love K Day. We ain't see K. Oh, Bob. We ain't see K. We haven't seen K today.
K Day now she ain't my favorite. K Day is not because she'll never be here. She's not.
I love K Day.
I like consistency. I like loyalty.
I think K Day is watching. I love TP. I love all y'all.
Queen Born, she be flaky sometimes.
Like, I love Queen Born.
It ain't my favorite. When you flaky, you ain't never here. You hear sometimes.
We love each and every one of you, and we appreciate your subscription, and we appreciate you listening.
All right, and watching, and we love that.
Rashida can't be a favorite.
I don't have anyone. I don't have to be anyone's favorite. I'll still listen. That's the Aquarian in me. I have enough in my circle to sustain. Well, Rashida, you are one. I love you too. I love all y'all.
All your family. All Derek Jeter, Nelson Mandela, all her cousins and aunts. You know, Rashida, Diddy, Rashida, man, she related to everybody. Yeah. LaShawn said, read my comment. Let me go find LaShawn.
Jay Black, read my comment. Cousin Ash, I'm gonna have to come out of retirement. TSS work.
I used to love my TSS workers. I used to bring them gifts and everything because they was in the trenches.
LaShawn said, you mean to tell me and TP aren't favorites? The way we back catching Jay Black strays?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
LaShawn,
that's the problem. I don't have favorites.
But not all your little friends. But yeah, TP, yes, definitely been right. Yes, all y'all my favorites. Everybody, I got favorites. All the loyal people are my favorites.
Now you know why some of your comments make it and some of your comments don't. Now that has been explained. That's why certain comments get on there and certain comments don't. I gotta
make sure I put up one of my favorites on there.
And
yes, I apologize. Yes, I did.
Jay Black apologize.
Late. She's 2 minutes late all the time, every day. Asha's always behind in the comments. It was really 9:13. Here she go 9:15. She's still a favorite, even though she's always late in the comments.
I can't relate. I have therapy sessions.
Yeah, I got to get out of here too. All right, girl, go ahead.
Yes.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. It's Friday. We're gonna have a fun show Friday. It'll be more organized. I think. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or anything or any circumstance take it from you. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C. Chung, Kamari, Dr. Aaron Smith, Amani, and Lady Q. Who's gonna be here?
Dr. Smith. I'm gonna make sure he's.
Ladybug. Ladybug's gonna be making an appearance tomorrow. Okay. Ladybug's gonna be here during the show. Dr. Smith will do a segment. Lady Q, woke up inspired. You want your hood. You want your merch. Sort of like I got this coffee mug. You want to put your vision on something. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. And then you put your thing on there. She can make it happen. Just go to wokeupinspired.com and we are gone. Go on in.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.